The role of a cinematographer is to provide the audience with a visual perspective. James Longley is able to use transitions extremely well in his movie Fragments in Iraq. This particular scene focuses in on a fan circling in the center of the ceiling, and then transitions into a small child's eye. The use of the extreme close-up is like a window into the soul of this child, and the glare of the light in his eyes shows us that he is looking beyond his experiences. This scene, looking down on top of the people, gives a feeling of inferiority. The people on the stage looking down furthers this feeling. Longley's use of the rule of thirds shows the child's hand pointing to the fire, and it highlights the gun in this image. His use of transitions in this clip is particularly compelling, as the walls become the static items as we move from the children to the empty hall. We're used to scanning things from left to right, and as this scene progresses, it very obviously moves the coffins from left to right. And then in a attention-grabbing scene, it moves totally the opposite way, from right to left, which points out the coffin. This clip, once again, demonstrates the rule of thirds, and the dark stripes of the curtain direct our attention to the center stripe of light where the child stands. And again, moving from left to right, through space and through time, the main character is moving from one position in his life to another, moving on to better situations. This brief scene demonstrated time with the bicycle, the donkey, and a car. And probably the best scene for me demonstrating a movement through space was the train image. The bullet hole looking at the petrol tanks moving to the side, with the static sand moving up through what I would call rule of thirds. The lines of the tracks draw our attention to the future as it slows down and arrives at the station. This series of clips creates a very different image. The light on the flowers shows off a much different scene than that of the city. The shots looking from the ground up to the children creates almost heroic images, as they seem larger looming down over the camera angle. Once again, the smoke moving in the rule of thirds through the center of the screen. And finally, the most poignant scene for me was the final one of the movie, with the sun glowing in the center and using the sun to transition to the child, and the child in the pink dress against the desolate ground with the smoke rising up.